Hello, I did my curriculum evaluation at Buford Middle School. This is in Buford, Georgia. And the purpose of Buford City Schools is to empower all students to become globally competitive critical thinkers, innovative problem solvers, responsible individuals, and productive citizens. Where I evaluated the PE classes use the indoor gymnasium. There's about 1,133 students enrolled at BMS. There are 3 PE teachers employed. The class range is about 60 to 80 participants in each class. There are 2 PE classes offered per grade level and 1 adapted PE class. These are actually connection classes, and they meet every day for 35 minutes per day. The participants, they can range from 40% female, 54% male, and then about 54% are white, 12% black, and 3% Asian. Here's just a couple of examples of the PE schedule. They start out with 8th grade 1, 8th grade 2, and then 6-1, 6-2, and in the lunchtime they have one class of adaptive PE. If you'll notice their flex time, 1:06 to 1:30, that is a course to where it's only strictly for vocabulary purposes, and that takes away a significant time of their physical education. Over here is Monday through Friday with an extra Monday. That's typically something you'll see the PE teachers writing on the board of whatever unit that they're on and what they're doing for the week. The curriculum description, as far as the content's covered, it's very clear on their website. Each of the PE teachers have a selected detailed weekly schedule that they work with, and here's the content involved, ranging from the 6th to the 8th grade. Definitely the fitness stations and the fitness gram testing, that's more so focusing on the basic skills in the 6th grade, just learning the fundamentals. And then moving towards 7th and 8th grade, that's when you see more content related to team sports. I interviewed the head PE teacher, Mr. Brandon Manders, and I also evaluated some of his PE classes. He has his bachelor's with health and PE at the University of Georgia, master's in educational administration and policy, and then he also got his specialist from Piedmont College. He has been at Buford for 20 years now. This is his 20th year at Buford. He is also the athletic director there too. Moving on, goals and objectives. BMS uses standard-based curriculum. They also do the Georgia standards for K through 12 for physical education. They base all of their standards and their objectives and goals over 5 core principles. They call them the elite core values: excellence, leadership, integrity, teamwork, and effort. And Mr. Manders told me that his goal as a teacher is to teach physical education through a variety of creative games to promote the 5 core values and meet the Georgia standards. The sources I used for my curriculum evaluation was a class observation. I observed 6th grade class, one 6th grade class, and a few 8th grade classes. I engaged stakeholders. I interviewed with the teacher, Mr. Brandon Manders, and I interviewed with students, Sterling Burgess. I also collected the content from the BMS website and the BMS accountability reports, the 2018 and 2019 accountability report. And I gathered some information from PCAT onto where and what to evaluate. Moving on to accuracy analysis, the physical education curriculum content is available for parents and students on their school website. Very transparent, very clear, reputable sources. They also have a couple of websites for the parents to go to. The fitness program, Georgia Standards. They use physical education class instead of gym class for their program. They have an athletic board displayed in the gymnasium. This displays various sports and performances relevant to students' lives. I did like the theme here. They change it frequently to just different sports, different performances that is going on at the time. This one happened to be the cross country. I found the observations that I collected and the data was compatible with school norms, student needs, and perspectives of families and community. The PE schedule included the adapted physical education. The school also invites parents to open board of education meetings. They also include communities in the pep rallies, fun runs, color runs that are all promoting physical activity. I saw no signs of promotions of biased or stereotypical perceptions from any of the materials or the activities that I witnessed. The curriculum was consistent with state statutes, district policies, and the standards. The program consistency was consistent with the stated goals and objectives of the curriculum. A couple of examples here were the ones that I saw of the Georgia Standards when I did the class observations. BMS also has an improvement plan, and this improvement plan is developed by BMS leadership team. It's made up of teachers, staff members, parents, groups, and school administrators. And it outlines action steps used to achieve these goals set forth by all of the stakeholders. It's kind of like their accountability. Conclusions and recommendations. I believe that the meeting the goals and objectives, they need additional assessment tools because the grading scale is 100% participation, and I feel that that is degrading the value and the excellence of the program. So I believe that more additional assessment tools would help collect data if the students are meeting those objectives or not. And they do have an annual fitness gram assessment, which they take a first in the beginning of the program. They take a first collection of data to just compare to the second set of data that they turn in. Overall quality and effectiveness, again, the grading on 100% participation, like that lowers the quality. They also have a zero tolerance action plan, and I feel that was very effective with social and personal responsibility. I did witness a situation where a student was engaging in a fight with another student, and in a moment they were both suspended from school. I was told that that has not happened in the past 5 years. So that is something that they're very strict about and firm. I found the areas of strength where they were all qualified teachers. They had an amount of resources, a large space, equipment, the appropriate content. Where I found weaknesses was the limited time. They only had 35 minutes, did not have much time at all to actually dress out. The class size, it was a very, very large class. However, they were very structured and everything ran smoothly. But the class sizes were large. Suggestions of improvement would be more time. More time could be an option to remove their flex time, which would actually give them almost 15 extra minutes of physical activity if they no longer had flex time, which is a program just based on building their vocabulary and increasing their higher testing scores. I felt the no grading on management issues or dressing out like they have now would also help reflect the integrity of the program. And that concludes my presentation. Thank you.